pants back sequence number 2. On floor again. So once you're done, you win some more of this. Nice to kind of ease up the pelvic movement because that can often create problems in the back. And we'll do a little bridge, like a roll up and down. But to start with, let's do this pelvis move. So settling down, using the breath to settle down. Notice what the back of your body feels like. And letting the exhale just give some weight to the body. Starting with the right leg, take the awareness to the right shin. This is a super subtle movement. You're sending the right shin away from you, kind of towards the wall, bookshelf. And as you do that, it's about an inch of a movement. You're really not moving very much. You're feeling a little bit of a stretch in the right quad, and the right hip comes up a little bit, and the left hip goes back. You settle back down to release that, and then go to the left shin. So you send the left shin away. There's no real muscle contraction. It's a very subtle movement. So you send the left hip away, the right hip comes back. You get a little bit of stretch on the left thigh, and then return. This movement is good for the sacroiliac. I mean, basically that's what we're doing. We're moving the sacroiliac joints one way and then the other. It's the movement you do when you walk. So it's a bit of a rocking movement. Experiment with it. It's very subtle. It's also very good. Okay. So settling back down to your neutral position, feeling the weight again. This time we're going to send both shins away. So sending both shins away, pressing down a little bit through the feet now, and hopefully feeling that your lower back has flattened against the floor. And then keep pushing through the feet and start drawing the bottom up. Again, super subtle. We want to go vertebrae by vertebrae. So you want to really feel this movement through the spine. So vertebrae by vertebrae coming up. You don't have to come up all the way. You might find a sticky patch in your spine that is nice to play with, so you could rock backwards and forwards on that bit. But ultimately, if you want to, you can come all the way up, give your back nice stretch. So things to watch out for: pressure on the outside edges of the feet. It's very common. You want to push down through the big toe joint if that's what you're finding. I definitely find that. And this falling out of the legs of the knees. You're trying to keep your legs parallel. Now, to start with, I like rolling up, and like if my back's a bit, creaky, it's nice to roll up and down the spine. Just get that movement going. And then when you come all the way up, if you want to, you can really push down through the feet and come up onto the shoulders. Now, you can add a bit of glute. I mean, your glutes and your hamstrings are working anyway, but you can add a bit more glute hamstring engagement by drawing the feet in towards the bottom. So you keep your hips high, you keep your legs parallel, and then you draw the feet without moving them. You kind of suck them towards the bottom. And as you do that, you should feel your back line really engage. If you want to interlace your hands and come right up onto the shoulders, you could do that. When you've had enough, rolling back down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Notice as you come down the flattening of the back, and then as the pelvis returns to its neutral position, you get your natural lumbar curve happening in the back. And then you can bring the knees into the chest and rock yourself out a little bit.